Okay.
Okay, so it's big, you guys. This is week 8. We're in week 8.
We are?
I
I thought it was
know.
7.
Yeah.
This is week 8. Oh my goodness.
So, and
I
I know
know.
the last couple of weeks have been kind of hard, and this week if you haven't switched yet, I have not. I don't know what's going on with me, and I'm frustrated. Urgh. So
Yeah.
I'm trying
Wow.
to figure out what's going, and I'm thinking it might be stress. Just like, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
which it very well could be. So I'm really going to work on my breathing and taking some walks and just trying to figure it out. Getting more sleep, good sleep.
Yeah.
Paula, how are you doing? How's everything going with you?
Well, I weigh the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have some issues with constipation, but I weigh the same. The odd thing, though, is I've lost 7.5 more inches. So
Wow.
I weigh the same. My body's getting smaller. So that's kind of fun, to tell you the truth. I had one day that I really had a hard time sleeping. And then last night I didn't hardly sleep, but I was kind of in a dream state most of the night. I was aware I wasn't asleep, but I woke up with
Oh.
lots of energy. So, I don't know.
So, have you been able to move much at all? Have you been able to walk at all? I know you went to the mall.
Yeah, I did that. I don't think I'm walking enough. I did do 4.5 hours of continuous work in the garden. Weed pulling, cutting back the part of the bougainvillea that was frozen, hauling stuff out. So it was a lot of physical work, not just in one place. That, it had been raining, and that's one of the reasons why I did it, because I can get that stuff done when it's wet much easier than I can when it's dry. So
That's good movement. That's really good
yeah.
movement. Have
Yeah,
you
and a couple of times I was out of breath, so I had to stop to tell myself, wait, don't do that.
So yeah,
You know,
that's a good workout, and it's for 4 hours. That is.
yeah,
Have you tried the magnesium? That can help with the constipation and with the sleep if you take it in the
yeah.
evening.
I take magnesium, so I've done that, and I take B12.
Hmm.
I know I can take melatonin. I just was very restful, so I didn't get up and bother. I kept thinking I'm going to go to sleep, but I just kind of laid there in some dream state. But I think I'm going to have to I have increased water. I made a really pointed thing about increasing water, but I think I need to do something about the constipation besides. So I will look in. I thought I might add something to the alkagizer, maybe some psyllium or, you know,
Yeah, if you could walk a little bit too, that would help. Or I don't know how much magnesium you're taking. Are you taking a full dose?
I'm taking 250. Maybe I should increase it to 500.
Can I pipe in about magnesium
Yeah.
and constipation? Because I feel that I can speak to that. Okay, first of all, you should both know that I have been disimpacted like 4 times, where I've had to go to the hospital and then to get it, like, dig it out. It's horrible.
Oh, you
And
poor thing. Oh,
yeah,
God.
3 of the times were pain medication related. One right after my C-section, like 5 days after my C-section. And the very first time was when I was like 18 and I was taking code. I just can't, my body doesn't, I can't take codeine or anything like that. It just stops me up.
Yeah.
And then once when I was 34 weeks pregnant with Audrey. And so magnesium, I bought the canister, and it wasn't even the Mama Calm. It's called something Calm, Calcom. It's called Calcom. CalMag is what it's called. Okay, so Paula, you need to buy it, and you need to take like 3 times the dose. Seriously, it will not hurt you. My babies came out fine, and it definitely fixed the problem and helped me rest, because I couldn't, towards my end of pregnancy, I couldn't sleep worth beans. I just couldn't.
It's called Calcom?
Calcom. It's called Calcom or CalMag. It's one of those 2 things. So I
Okay.
promise you. And as long as we have to check the ingredients on it, because I wasn't thinking about ingredients then. But in
Yeah.
fact, I'll pull my phone up while we're on this.
Yeah, there's the calm magnesium is what I take, and it doesn't have anything in it. Well, I get the
Is it a
plain.
powder?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the same thing. Yep, that's it. It totally works, huh?
Okay.
And you let it fizz. You stir it up and it fizzes, and let it set for like 5 minutes before you drink it. Don't drink it right away.
Okay, perfect. I'll do it.
It will help you.
It is pretty awesome because I was having the same problem too, and it definitely helps. And it helps you sleep nice too. I mean, I know you're taking it already, but I don't know. I don't know what the safe amount to take is, or how much you're following on the back of.
There's so many different kinds, and the reason that I take magnesium taurate instead of oxide or the other ones is that magnesium taurate, has been found to do a lot of good heart health things as well. And, my mother died 3 days after her 64th birthday. She had her first heart attack at 44. That's what started me with magnesium. But this sounds good. This sounds like it's worked already. That's perfect. That's a recommendation. I will try it.
It was the only thing that worked. And
because this is uncomfortable. I'm not used to this, and it's not comfortable.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I know this sounds weird, but have you heard of the squatty potty? Like,
yes.
I mean, or a little stool. I did that honestly when I was pregnant, and it helped a lot.
Yeah.
Just having I didn't have the real squatty potty. You can like make your own, put 2 little stools or 2 little something.
To put your legs up?
2 bricks on either side of the toilet.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that you're the way that you're positioned, It's like,
exactly.
And like when I was in Mexico traveling with your children, I think it was that time. I think it was actually. Squat. That's where the way you do it. You squat on the ground in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Squat.
Yeah, exactly.
So. Well, I mean, it's awesome that you're losing all those inches. I'm glad that you're looking at it that way, because truly you probably are losing fat, and it's going in different places. All the water and everything you're taking in and all the nutrients you're taking in is going into different places. So It doesn't sound like you've hit ketosis yet either, though. I'm not
sure that I have. I'm really not sure that I have, but I'm happy to be losing so many inches. All the bloat and all the inflammation is like just leaving my body.
And the pain is still gone?
It's gone. It's almost 2 weeks now. There's only been 1 day, and I think I told you last time we had a big storm and the barometric pressure changed really dramatically, and a lot of people with arthritis are sensitive to rapid changes in barometric pressure. And I had a lot of pain that day, but it was over really in maybe 12 hours. So and I still, I did very well. I just was creaky and, not feeling all that great. I drank a lot of hot tea and took plenty of Epsom salt bath and all that kind of thing. I'm not good at hopping. I tried that thing again with cold water I can't do the cold water.
Yeah.
My joints just go stop. So.
Yeah, I agree. Cryogenics, right? Yeah.
Yeah, freeze yourself. Yeah. I think a warm bath will still help you. So I don't think.
Yeah, it does.
I can't do the cold water either.
Yeah.
I tried last night, but I couldn't do it.
So that's great progress. Lots of inches lost, and your pain is still gone, and you're doing okay. I know it's kind of a hard time and a little bit boring. Oh, I got a recipe for some tortillas that you can make with the cauliflower. Cauliflower. So I'll post that. Yeah.
Cauliflower is our best friend.
for a bread that you make in a mug with almond flour and cauliflower.
Yum.
So interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good. That sounds great. So are you?
Yeah, I'm motivated to keep going. I'm definitely going to be in the 3 group because I have a lot to lose. But I'm motivated. I do notice when I go in the store that I start looking at all that fruit. And then I say, well, too bad that's on sale. And I keep right on going.
Trust me, I keep looking at my apricot tree and I'm like, when that thing is ripe, I'm going to be ready for summer. I'm going to be eating it like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I know, those are so good.
Sweet. So good. You're doing awesome, Paula. I'm good. I mean, I know it's a hard time. I know it's hard to keep pushing through, but just keep pushing through. You're going to be up and over so soon. Just stay at it. And, but you're still getting great progress in the meantime. It just sounds
I'm happy with the progress. I'm really happy with the progress.
good. And it sounds like you're doing okay with energy. You're working for 4 hours in the garden, and
I've got energy. I really do pretty good. Every once in a while, I have something that kind of drops off for a little while, but and I don't have any of that manic, crazy energy. But I can sustain an effort. In fact, I made note of the time when I went out to go work in the yard, and I took my water like I always do with me, but I measured it to make sure what I had with me. And I drank 32 ounces while I was out there. So I had 2 bottles, but I made note of the time, so I know exactly how many hours I worked.
And good for you for being conscious of the water too, because a lot of times people will start slacking off on that because it's easy to remember the alkalizer because you're making it all at once, but the water, people tend to slack off, and that's great for you for paying attention and being on that.
Yeah, I always take that in the garden with me. I sometimes forget to take it in the car, so I'll have to stop and get some water, but I always take it in the garden with me because that kind of work always causes me to be thirsty anyway. So I notice that I'm thirsty. I don't notice hunger, but I'll notice I'm thirsty.
Yeah, definitely. Well, good for you for keeping it there and staying hydrated. Okay, perfect. Corey, you want to go?
Sure. I am doing great. I put on Facebook that I've lost 12 pounds. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy. But I'm surprised it wasn't even more because, for example, my sweater this morning, I go to put my sweater on and it's a cardigan, like long, like long kind of frilly cardigan sweater. But it's huge, on like humongous. And it wasn't like that a couple weeks ago. And I was like, wow, is this the right sweater? I took it off and I double checked, and yeah, it was the right sweater. So I don't know if my lower half is smaller yet, but I definitely, I wasn't surprised to see that I lost 12 pounds, and I'm really happy about that. And I just got blood work back. I just went to the doctor today, and she said that the blood work, it's really hard. I mean, although it's been 7 weeks that I've been eating better, it's really hard to tell, but my blood, like my cholesterol's way down.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my blood pressure is still an issue, but yeah, I'm really, I miss coffee though. I really, right now, it's really hard in the morning to, not be a bitch, excuse my language, but I just feel, and I wasn't that much of a coffee addict, but I just feel like I'm, and I guess I'm just venting. This isn't even like physical health wise. It's just, I'm a little bit impatient with others right now. I'm kind of into myself, and I'm kind of being a little bit selfish. I don't feel like I'm giving my students or my children very much attention, you know? And in the morning, I'm just like, I just don't even really, I really don't even want to talk to anyone. It's not that I'm in a bad mood. I'm just kind of hunkered down. I'm just really introverted right now.
Which is totally fine. And you're going to go in and out of different little stages, and it's okay. Just, you know,
it has to be.
Recognize it and accept it and keep going. You know,
Okay.
It's going to be okay. And some people are going to feel happy and energetic and feel great right now, and some people are not going to, and it's okay. Either, I mean, it's just different times and different.
Totally. Yeah. And I don't feel like really, really, really bad, but I just noticed that I have a tendency to be a little on the solitary side anyway, and I really feel very solitary right now. Like I could just
Mhm.
I don't know. It's I don't know why that is, but and I'm going on a trip. I'm leaving on Sunday for a week, and I'm a little tiny bit nervous. Not that I'll fall off the wagon, but it's just I'm going to be in San Francisco for a couple of days and then in Santa Rosa and staying in a hotel, and I'm a little bit nervous because I don't have a small blender to make my alka-jack. You know what I mean? I'm just a little bit nervous about how I'm going to make that work.
Yeah, you don't have
The little bullet one.
bullet?
I might
No.
need to just buy one. I might just buy one.
Or do you have one? Does Jamie have one, or anybody you know have one that you could borrow it
Maybe.
for? Because
Maybe I
those
should
are
check
super
it out.
handy. If you're going to San Francisco, you can go to the what is it, the Asian market,
Uh-huh.
and get some funky, cool, different veggies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't know, it's fun. And a lot of restaurants you go to, you can get, and you can eat sashimi when you're there.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I know you love your sushi.
I love my sushi. Oh, you know what, Paula, you were talking last week about how you had given up lemons,
Yes.
and I haven't given up lemons, but I had to give up coconut aminos because
Ah.
I just think that they were too sweet, and I was loving it, and I was over dousing my food with it. And so I decided it's been about a week, and I think that made a big difference in my,
Uh-huh.
I think it did. But
Were you using the Trader Joe's coconut aminos, or are you
Yep.
using a different
Get
one?
this, Melanie, the one that I was using only had 1 gram. I still have it. It had 1 gram of sugars. The Trader Joe's one has 5. I checked it.
Really,
Even though
that's crazy because all the other ones I tried were so sweet, but Trader Joe's wasn't as sweet. That's so
Oh, really?
funny. Yeah.
Well, I didn't taste
Yeah.
it. I just
Huh. Well,
but,
good.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
glad you
using it
noticed.
either.
If it really tastes sweet to you, then it probably is too sweet, you know?
it's delicious. I could drink it, but I just think that for now I needed to take that out.
Right.
So I don't know how long Deep Spring is gonna last. That's do we stay like this until we're skinny, or like or do we
No, we'll
it,
coming pretty soon. We're gonna branch off into different categories. So that's coming pretty soon, and then you'll decide if you're ready to stop losing weight, if you need a little bit of weight, if you need a lot of weight.
Oh, I have a lot. I need a lot. So I'm probably looking at Deep Spring for a long time.
Once you hit it though, once you get in it, and once you're in and you're in the ketosis, and I don't know, you don't feel hungry, you feel fine, you feel satiated all the time. It's just almost like
Yeah.
it's not a chore like it is right now. You just have to get through this point.
Right.
Because then it's like I mean, I don't want to say easy, but it's a lot easier because you're just seeing huge results, and
Yeah.
you're not feeling any of those cravings when you're
Right.
in it. It's a lot easier. I mean, every once in a while you will feel,
Right.
but it's not like it is right now.
No, and I know I'm definitely not craving sugar. Even though I could drink coconut amino, but that was more the soy than anything else. So I'm not really, but like you, Paula, I walk by the fruit and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, look at that pineapple right there. Oh, look at that mango right there. There's definitely part of me that, but I can do without it too. I mean, it's worth it for what we're doing, and I know that. And so I'm not, every once in a while I think about like I just bought this, I had bought it previous to being with you guys, for my children. I bought them each a little bar. I ordered to look for a fundraiser, a little box of sees candy and I have them put away in my desk at work, every once in a while I think about it and I'm like, I should just, I wouldn't do it, but I do think about it a little bit.
That's torture. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm going to give them to Easter and, you know, I won't eat it. It's just, you know, the thoughts go through your mind. It's
Totally.
some years of programming of, you know, that sweet makes you feel better.
Easter.
Yeah. Or that sweet, you know,
Easter.
candy makes you feel better, or this makes you feel better.
But look at you with that sitting in your desk. I mean, that's awesome that it just sits in your desk and you're not eating it. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, Melanie, if you weren't so amazing, I wouldn't even be. I mean, honestly, I can't believe that I'm doing this. It feels great. I can't believe how strong I feel about this. You know, and I can't believe that day you put it on Facebook and that you needed. It's just so random that I mean, nothing's.
I know. You're like, I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, I didn't really even think about it. I just kind of jumped in and it just turned out to be the best thing ever. So
yeah.
Yay, I know, and I can't wait till like we get some major results here. I can't wait to see what everybody ends up doing. It's gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's just starting.
It's exciting.
It is.
It's exciting.
Corey, you've been okay on all of your energy and all your what about and your cravings? Sugar a little bit.
Tiny bit, but not bad. You know, usually if I start to have a craving, I can knock it out with an Alka-Geyser. That's kind of like my go-to thing. And although I went to the farmer's market on Saturday and I hadn't been for a while, and I bought spinach and kale and stuff, cucumbers and everything. And then I made my Alka-Geyser and I didn't wash anything. And I just totally drank dirt this morning. Like totally. Drank a bunch of dirt. It was gritty in my teeth and I was like,
what is that? I think that's B12. You get your B12 out of the dirt.
Totally. I was like already on my way to work. So I just kept drinking it. I'm like, well, all right. And then I started thinking, oh, I wonder if there were any chemicals in the fertilizer. But I asked the guy and he said no. So yeah. No, my energy's fine. My energy's good. People keep telling me I seem really energetic. I myself, Corey Bo Quick, I don't feel so energetic. But people all around me are like, wow, you've got so much energy. But I don't feel zingy like, woo. But I'm noticing I'm getting a lot accomplished.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you sleep better?
Yeah. Yep. Once I'm asleep. My problem, Eric said Friday. I haven't seen today's video yet. I always lag on the Monday video. But he said on Friday the iPad is not your friend for going to sleep.
Yeah.
And I have a terrible habit. That's when I mostly sit and look up stuff late at night and I stay up too late. So tonight I'm going to take my shower really early and I'm going to put all the electronics away and try to be like on my way to sleep by 9 or so. So yeah, once I'm asleep, I do fine. I wake up at 3 a.m. a lot. Wide awake.
Me too.
Yeah. And I think tomorrow, if it happens, I'm just going to get up. That's why I want to make sure I go to bed early enough tonight so I don't stress out about I don't like not being rested. So maybe tomorrow I'll just go ahead and get up. So you're waking up at 3 too, but that's because you're not.
I wake up between 3 and 4.
What time do you go to bed?
Oh, anywhere from 9 till 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, I just go to bed when I go to bed. So I don't have a regular time I go to bed, mostly because sometimes I'm really into doing things and other times I'm just like, okay, I'm going to go to bed early.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what it is. I don't know what the 3 a.m. is. Are you
between 3 and 4.
Are you feeling rested when you
Yeah.
wake up? So
sometimes I'll lay there and see, am I going to go back to sleep? But usually I'm not going to. So I just get up.
I fall asleep I fall back asleep 5 minutes before the alarm goes off.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
5. and then again at 6. And so it's like, yeah, that's a little bit of a not my favorite thing, just being wide awake at 3 till 4 till
Yeah,
almost 5.
and are you going to bed early now, Corey? Maybe, are you getting enough sleep already?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably going to sleep about 11.
Oh,
10:30,
no.
between 10:30 and 11. So that's not really enough.
Yeah, that's only like 4 hours.
Yeah, that's not really enough. So that's why today I said to myself, I'm good, because I felt a little bit bitchy. Well, I've got to tell you, the tweens, the middle schoolers are just, tomorrow's the last day before spring break, and they are just, they're off the hook right now, and I can't stand them today. I don't mean to be, I love them, but they're just not fitting into what I'm trying to do with myself right now.
They need to go on spring break.
They need to go away, and so, you know, it's so much easier when I don't have to go to work.
Yeah, for sure. So with spring break coming up, like, how are you guys dealing with, have you had to deal with any social issues where it's hard, where people are eating food or drinking, you know, or how are you handling that? Okay, is that hard?
I got invited to a party on Saturday and I didn't go because I just knew that my friend Judine cooks up all this empanada, all this fatty food, and it's just tons of alcohol, and I don't even want to explain it to anybody. It's really not, like I said, I'm introverted about it. What about you, Paula?
It's coming up for me for Easter. I am invited to a party on the 4th or the 5th of May. And what I'm going to do, I told him what I'm doing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook. I'm going to bring some things, and then I'm only going to eat what I'm bringing or something off the barbecue pit that has a rub on it, not a barbecue sauce. Yeah. And I'm not going to drink any alcohol because there'll be plenty of beer and probably plenty of tequila. But,
Paula, how are you feeling not drinking? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just thinking, because
I've been wanting coffee more than I've been wanting wine. Every once in a while, around 9 o'clock or 8:30, I really want a glass of wine. And then I remember Eric saying, "You'd be better off you just drank a bottle of wine and then left it alone for a week." And I thought, you know, whenever I go there, when that happens, I'm just going to have a bottle of wine. That's what I'm going to do. And then I won't, you know, I'll just poison myself all in one day. That I'm not doing it for a long time. Easter is going to be interesting because I'm supposed to go to a champagne brunch, and I don't know what I can have there because I think even the omelets are in, you know, big chunks of butter. So it's going to be difficult.
Yeah. It's hard because you never know at a restaurant if you say, "Can you please not cook it in butter?" You just don't know what are they going to do, cook it in lard? Like, I don't know. I mean, not that would be bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what to think because I just go over it in my mind of all those kind of brunches. And they'll probably have some salmon, something like that. Maybe I'll have some hard-boiled eggs somewhere, but it'll be different. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll just do the best that you can and make it work.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to take anything with sugar, and I'm not going to take. I'm not going to go into any of the dairy or pastry thing. I mean, I already know I'm not going. And of course, I'm not going to drink the champagne, or the juices. I'm fine with water or tea. And actually, I'm really fine if they just bring me hot water and I'll use my own tea.
Right.
Everything
Most people have chamomile at least.
Yeah. You're all knocking out at the party.
I have a nice tea that's chamomile, lavender, and rose, and it's really nice, calming.
I bet that would help you sleep too.
Yeah,
that was
it does.
The other thing I did during pregnancy, tons of chamomile tea, like 10 bags at a time. I had to. So, That's really cool that you have everything all planned out and you know what you're. That's what I really admire about you, Paula. You've got everything really well planned out. You know what you're
Well,
doing.
I'm retired, so I have a little more time. And when I wasn't, when my kids were little, I was on my own, so I would go to farmers market and then
Mm-hmm.
I would cook for the entire day, cook and do laundry the
Yeah.
entire day. So everything was packaged, and except a salad or a fresh vegetable, it was all packaged because at the end of, the end of the workday, whoever was at practice wanted to eat before they went to practice, and then they come home,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of kids, and you couldn't cook anything from scratch. It really was difficult, except pancakes. We used to have this pancake thing in the morning on the weekend. But
Yeah.
I had to be really organized. So now I have to organize to really focus on what I'm not going to do. I have no problem focusing on what I am going to do, but I see the temptations. They're right there. I start to put fruit in my basket, and I go, oh no, no, not this time.
Yeah.
Because it's on sale and it's really fresh, or in a farmer's market and it's fantastic. I really want it. And I go, nope, not this time.
Yeah.
So,
That's great for you though to catch yourself and talking to yourself. Awesome. That's so incredible.
and I'm laughing around the store, I think people must be wondering, what is so funny?
Me too. You're picking up stuff and you pick up one thing and you're like, okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Salt, blah, 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 this, that. And then you see a sugar and you're like, nope, put it back. Another one, nope, put it back.
The things I find where the ingredients have sugar in them really annoy me, though. I don't find that amusing at all. I really become annoyed after a while. And the one that really just threw me altogether was, why would a bag of frozen peas have added sugar? There's nothing about that makes sense.
I know.
Nothing.
I know. It's enraging. It makes me mad too. It makes me mad.
The Trader Joe's organic, not the organic free range chicken broth, but the organic chicken stock has cane sugar in it. It does.
Yeah.
It's toward the bottom, but still.
Yeah, I said when I was at the grocery store, the regular grocery store, not the health food store or anything, I could not find one stock vegetable, chicken, beef, nothing.
No.
Not one of them did not have sugar in them or some sort of sugar. Not one.
I just use a crock pot and make my own. And then I freeze it in ice cube trays, old-fashioned ice cube trays, and I've been doing that for years and years and years because it's so expensive for the little box of.
I know, it's a joke.
Weak stuff.
It's such a joke.
And every time I have a chicken, all the bones and everything goes in it, and I throw in a carrot and celery and onions and some garlic and a bay leaf and just let it cook and cook and cook and cook and cook and and then strain it through cheesecloth and put it in those things, and I always have it. And
we should be thanking them for putting the crap in all the food because we should be making it ourselves anyway.
Yep.
It's so much better. So.
And the vegetable broth is so wonderful because a lot of times we cook vegetables and there is water, and even if we're just steaming them, and we throw that out. You just save it, and then put it all together, mix it all together. And if you just cook it down in a slow cooker or something till it's reduced about half, you've got really rich, intensely rich vegetable stock. It's wonderful.
You should have a cooking show, seriously.
And you like that, what is it, the Spice 22 from Trader Joe's?
Yeah, the 21 season salute.
That is wonderful in your vegetable stock. Wonderful.
Yeah, I use that for everything. I put it on like everything.
It is good. It is good.
Yep. That and my everything but the bagel stuff. That's
oh my gosh, I keep forgetting to buy it, and I'm so mad because I went today again to Trader Joe's just to get, because now you have to go to the store like every other day. It's not like before and you can just go. So I had to run into Trader Joe's, and I said, okay, I need cucumbers and I need some chicken and I got to get the everything but the bagel. I've been hearing about it for a long time now. I have to have it, and I forgot to get it. I'm so mad. So I'll get it next time. But
get it next time.
It looks delicious. It has like garlic, right, and onion and salt and.
Yep. It's so good. I like got a piece of celery wet and then sprinkled some on so I could get extra on there, and it's so good. Andy loves it on her avocado.
Oh yeah,
avocado.
Gosh, I can't believe we're losing weight eating avocados every single day. I know you don't like avocados, but I
wish I did. I wish I did. They're so good for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I feel great that I'm eating all these avocados.
Yep, and it's only the beginning. I can't wait. I mean, it's still coming, you guys, and I mean, I'm kind of surprised that there's a few of you that are still. Andrea, I talked to her today also, and me too. And you know, she's had a little bit of stress going on, and I have too. So I'm wondering if that's what it is, because I've seen that before, and I need to really increase my breathing because I've been slacking on that, and my water too, for sure.
How long have you been in Deep Spring now, Mel?
I came in with you guys, and I went in pretty quick I was losing weight. I lost 5 pounds really quick, and then it switched off.
Oh,
I don't know what I did. Before it was pretty easy for me, so I wasn't super careful about my diet. I was like, oh, I can have all this sweet stuff that's on the border, you know? And so now I'm taking it out.
You look so happy about that.
yeah.
I mean, it's fine, you know, because I know what's coming. So it's like, oh, well, whatever. I just want to get there. So I'm going to keep going. I'm okay. I still sometimes think about the fruit and stuff, but it's kind of funny too when you're at the store and you think about people probably do think we're crazy. Like good for us. Like we're not fighting with the donuts. We're fighting with a freaking piece of fruit.
Absolutely.
God, I really want this. No, not right now.
No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Melanie, I have a question. How do I know if my switch is flipped or not?
Well, I mean, you can still be losing weight and it hasn't totally switched, and you almost are losing it quicker. Your cravings are gone. You're not feeling so hungry. You do have that kind of weird taste in your mouth, but when people are around you, they smell almost a fruity flavor, your breath almost has a fruity scent to it.
Okay.
Or it's really acetone, but it almost is fruity. It's weird, but it tastes weird to me. It tastes almost acidy. It tastes and energy. The energy is more there. It's more constant, not up and down, and you're not feeling. I mean,
okay. Then maybe I haven't flipped it yet. Andy definitely has, right? Because she was full of energy the other night.
I think so. I mean, I was curious. She was going to come late. She said she was going to be late tonight, and I was hoping she'd be here because we missed her. She was at training on Friday, so she had lost already, I think she had already lost 11 pounds last week, a week ago today.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm curious to see how she's doing, if she's still going. And she seemed like she was doing really good. Andrea's hanging in there. She's doing all right. So, I mean, I think hopefully by the end of this week, everybody will be switched and doing good and feeling better. Just, if you haven't, I would strongly suggest taking out, if you're still doing tomatoes, you might even want to take out cucumbers, anything that's sweet at all.
Well, it's funny. I haven't eaten any tomatoes, and I just bought some because I was like, well, I'm obviously losing weight. Maybe I can have some tomatoes, but then I don't if it's going to
Well,
keep
go
me out
ahead
of
and eat them. Just eat them, and if you don't, I mean, you're
right. Okay.
don't. And then if it's doing
Right.
what you're still doing, you're still losing weight. It's just not.
Right.
And maybe you are, but does it seem like you're having like big energy and stuff? No, you're still feeling kind of tired. You're still
Yeah,
feeling
no.
burnt out by the kids.
Wait. Daphne, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I am on my Zoom. I will talk to you at 7:30.
Hold on, Daphne. Give mom 10 more minutes. Come on, 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes. I'll sign it for you. Go. 10 more minutes. Thank you. No, I won't forget. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, just leave it right there. I'll take care of it. Sorry, baby. All right, thank you. Sorry, ladies. No, Daphne, no. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
You're fine. You're totally fine. No big deal. Don't worry about it. It's so not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
Oh, they have no oh, okay. Stop. Just stop, Corey. Okay.
See, and you might be stressing a little. I mean, yes, you've been losing weight, and that's a huge amount of weight. If you think about 12 pounds is a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't think that you've gone into ketosis yet, that you could still be losing weight.
Yeah, I don't.
You might be stressing from all the kids at school, and your kids' projects done before spring break, and all of that. So hopefully. And right now, with you being selfish and taking time for yourself and taking care of yourself, like that is super important also. So don't feel guilty about that at all. Don't at all. You need to.
It feels great.
You need to take care of yourself. Yeah.
It's just that
and keep doing it. I mean.
Yeah, I will. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. It's going to get easier when after tomorrow. Everything's going to get a lot more calm.
Yeah, calmer for sure.
Yeah. Calm is good. Okay. Right on.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
Maybe by Friday we'll be in ketosis.
Yeah, cool. I hope so. I hope we all are. Maybe there's some weird moon or some weird something going on with us. But don't stress about it. Just keep riding with it, and good for you guys. It is like, look at the accomplishment you guys have made. It really is pretty freaking amazing what you've taken out of your diet, and you've been doing that for this long. And really all of the achievements that everybody, I mean, look at last week, everybody was saying all the meds they've been off of, the pain they're done with, the feeling of depression gone. There's been huge rewards already. So just keep going and keep looking at all the positive, and you guys are amazing. It's pretty cool to see. Makes me happy.
So are you. I wonder why you're not going into ketosis. You will too. You just have to.
Oh yeah, I will. I'm not worried about it. I totally will. And I bet it. I mean, I was eating lemons and all kinds of sweeter stuff, so it's okay.
Maybe I should take lemons out.
I was eating coconut milk.
I
was eating sweet stuff, so it's totally fine. I'm not stressing about it. No big deal. I know it'll come. I know it's really close. And usually, a lot of times when it gets the worst, like where you just want to give up and you're like, oh, I just want to eat that, or you're just feeling super cranky, you're right at the edge and just about to pass over. So
just push right through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Melanie, how many times have you done this?
I've only done Wild Fit twice, but I've put myself in Deep Spring probably 4 or 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I'll go in and out of summer, spring, and yeah. But I've only done it 4 or 5 times.
Have you fallen when did you start Wild Fit? When was the first time that you did it?
A little over a year ago.
Okay. And
yeah.
And did you seek it out, or did it seek you out, like with us, or what? How did it?
You know what, I'm trying to recall because I can't remember exactly how I found it, but I was trying to find something and I found it, but I was super frustrated and I tried everything, you know. And the last thing was the kickboxing. And I did martial arts family fitness, and they do their 90-day thing, or I think it's 90 days, where you do full-on kickboxing every day, and they put you on a strict paleo diet. And this is after hiring a nutritionist and doing like every freaking thing you could think of.
Wow.
I mean, I fell in love with kickboxing. Actually, it was super fun, but I didn't lose any weight. I mean, I lost a tiny bit of weight, and I was still tired all the time. Like, I'd come home from kickboxing and just feel like I was going to die. Like, I was just exhausted. And
Right.
and then, you know, actually Andrea, it's kind of funny, was like, you know, I've just finally given it up. You know, we're going through perimenopause and our bodies are changing, and they're just going to change. We're just going to gain weight, and we just have to accept it. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, I'm sick of it. I'm so tired of like just giving in. I know there's got to be a way. Like, if there's women out there that are figuring it out somehow. And I know everybody's bodies are different, but I know there's got to be something, and I just found it. And then I was stoked. I was so stoked about it. And then I just decided I wanted to become a coach, because I was at a point in my life. I mean, I'm still flipping houses and stuff, but it's like I don't know. I guess you come to a point in your life where you think, why am I here? Like, what really?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, we're remodeling houses, and it's really cool to see that we're fixing up neighborhoods and stuff. But like, what? Like, really, is this all it is? It feels like such a waste, kind of.
Yeah.
Really. Like, I want to do something. I don't have to make a huge impact on the earth, but something. And then I found it, and I was like, this is pretty cool, actually. I feel so passionate about it, and I feel like I want to help other people too, and it would be kind of fun to do it.
Yeah.
It's scary and exciting too, but it's fun also.
So we're like your guinea pig group.
Exactly. You guys are the group where, and I don't have to pay a licensing fee for you guys, which is awesome. So I was able to do it totally free and just see if I mean, I already invested. I'm into it, so I gotta try.
Yeah.
But I think it'll get easier as I go on, and it will get better. And
how does it feel so far?
It's cool. I mean, the best part for me, honestly, is seeing the benefits, or just seeing. I mean, if everything stopped right now, I would be happy, just because it's pretty cool because it really did change my relationship with food too. And I just stop and think about stuff now before I just would mindlessly do it. And I do really have more control, even though I used to think I had the control. I really do have the choice to say yes or no. And sometimes my answer is yes, and sometimes it's no, but I get to choose.
Right.
And I really do think about, wow, what is in that? Ooh, that's gross. Or that's not.
Well, now we know it's poisoning us. I mean, that's the priceless part, is that if you asked me before I joined, you know, what's your sugar thing, I would say, well, you know, I probably have a piece of pie once a year, and I bake cakes, but I don't eat them. And I never eat cookies. Every once in a while I'll have a lemon bar. I mean, I just didn't think of myself as having sweet things, but I did not I looked at the part that said this many calories, this percentage of fat. I never looked at the ingredient. When I look at the ingredient and say, what are the chemicals? But I didn't get the sugar. I didn't get that there was that much sugar in it. There was sugar in literally everything.
I didn't either.
I didn't get that at all.
And if we could just educate people on just that much, even if people didn't do Wild Fit, if we could just educate people on getting the sugar out of their lives and paying attention to it and boycotting these companies that are putting it in everything. If we could just do that, I mean, freaking baby formula. You can educate Allie that she can make her own, because baby formula, or that they try and even tell women to not breastfeed, is gross. Like, really?
Yeah.
I mean, they start babies off that young, and they feed them, and we all do. We all have, it's pretty sad. It's really sad. We make the tiniest little difference in the world. And if I can make a little living, if I touch a few lives, even if I don't make a living off of every life I touch, if I can touch some lives too. And I think it's growing. I think the food revolution is growing. I think people are becoming more aware, and that people are going to start changing and force huge corporations to change the way that they make things.
And advance more local growing, local.
I mean, that's what Eric's all about too. Himself, really, he really encourages people to have their own garden and start growing their own food, and get schools to grow their own food, and educate people on healthy eating. And I think it's pretty cool. I think I think it's a whole new movement that's coming, not just WildFit, but other.
We can't go the way we've been going. I mean, we just can't. There's 1 in 5 children in this country is supposed to be hungry, and I have a feeling it's more than 1 in 5, because just the consumption of all that sugar and fats is going to make you hungry, and you're not getting the nutrition you need. So, in most of the world, children who are malnourished, they really present with their skin just stretched over bone. And here they present all obese because they're eating this horrible diet.
Absolutely. I agree. And they should be given fruits and vegetables. They should not be given all this sugary crap.
And soda.
And soda.
I don't like all the soda machines everywhere. Soda. And then there's these juices that actually aren't fruit. They look like a fruit color, and they've got natural whatever they call that flavoring stuff that make it smell, but there's actually no fruit in it.
Right.
And then they trick everyone with their natural flavors and all that. And it's gross. Even the fruit juice, though, like Sunny Delight stuff, it's like tiny % of fruit juice and a bunch of other crap in it.
Yep.
But that's okay. We're changing a little bit at a time and getting healthy, and even and as we get more healthy, we're going to impact more lives too, because people are going to notice you, and people are going to say things to you, and you can just tell them, the simplest thing. Even I just started checking the label on things, and started really cooking myself and making food from scratch.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. I just stopped eating sugar. I stopped eating processed food, and I cut out sugar, and I'm just paying attention to and I'm making my own food.
Right.
Yeah.
The coolest thing about this program for me is they're not trying to sell you a bunch of supplements, or they're not, you're not having to buy pills that you're taking for the rest of your life, or you don't have to take this supplement or that vitamin. They want you mostly to get all of your vitamins out of food that you're sourcing yourself, and teaching you how to cook it, teaching you how to be proactive and figure it out, and to find recipes and figure it out yourself, and go out and be a hunter-gatherer and go get your own food.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great thing to learn. They should be teaching this in school, that kids learn how to cook healthy meals and know how to find healthy food and cook it and eat it.
A much better lunch program.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Instead of putting frickin' soda pop machines in the schools to raise money.
So many kids are medicated too now. It's astounding how many children are medicated.
I know. I think that, me personally, I think there's a link to that, all this shooting to myself. I think that, not that there should be guns allowed, but, semi-automatic guns to kids, but I think that the medications have a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah,
I do too.
There's a lot of medications that I went through that at one time. I suffered a couple of deaths back to back, and I ended up with a prescription for Prozac. And after the second month, I noticed it in a movie that I intellectually was aware of emotion that I would have normally felt, but I had no emotion. And no emotion that's not dealing with depression or anything else. That's just, it's
Turning
almost like
it
being
all
blind.
off. You just turned off.
Yeah. And the movie that I saw was a comedy. So I knew it wasn't like I saw a drama and would be crying or something. It was a comedy, and I knew it was very funny, that I really had no ability to laugh or to actually feel that amusement. And I realized it was that medication.
And that was probably a mild form of it too. Think of what some of these kids are put on.
And the thing is, with a lot of those kind of drugs, over time, your dosage is increased.
Right.
So, I'm very, very cautious about, I'm not against pharmaceutical I certainly am not against an antibiotic or whatever, but I'm very cautious. And then I told you I have my DNA tested for that, and the vast majority of drugs that are used for common ailments, I'm allergic to. And so they're contraindicated, really. They'll either won't help me or they'll make me sick in some other fashion. And chemo will kill me, outright kill me. I can never have chemo. So, just learning these things. And here it costs so much money. It's like $400 a test. In France, you do one swab and they test for over 100 disorders for $400. So,
Wow.
yes. Genetic concepts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Well, is there anything else you guys want to share? Is everybody feeling okay for the week?
I feel good.
Oh, yeah.
I made, I hope it's okay. I wanted to ask you, I made a, right before I got on this Zoom with you, I had to eat, and I bought some thinly sliced chicken breast at Trader Joe's, and I put it in egg, and then I did dip it in a little coconut flour, and I sauteed it, with lemon juice, and I sauteed it, and it was delicious. But was that okay to do the coconut flour?
Totally. So we said in moderation, so that's perfect. Like if you're trying to take a whole bunch of coconut flour, almond flour, and bake some bread with it or something.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're using it to dust it, to make kind of like a breaded chicken kind of thing, that's
delish.
Yeah, that's awesome. Perfect. Yeah. That's great. Good.
So I just wanted to that was my question, I guess. Oh, no.
So you made chicken tenders.
Yeah. Well, I made it like ever since you brought up chicken piccata that your daughter made for you. I needed to get back together with chicken though, because I was kind of broken up with chicken for a little while, but now I think I'm breaking up with beef for a bit because I've been eating a lot of steak and I need to take a break from that. So now I'm wanting chicken again. But my other question is, what about organic tofu? Yes or no?
He's not a big fan of tofu, and not right now because it's processed.
Okay.
I gotta double check on that. He's not a big fan of it. Sometimes he'll okay it.
Okay.
But not in deep spring, not right now.
Okay. Good to know. I hadn't eaten it. I had just bought it, and I was thinking about eating it, but I won't. I'll wait.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. You know what? You just different protein
I did the
sources.
same
You
with
and
the
I did
eggplant,
the
and I
same
didn't
thing.
eat it.
Oh, we can have eggplant, right?
Well, it's kind of a middle food, and if you're having a hard time flipping the switch, then you might want to back off on it. So I would say
Okay.
now, if you haven't switched, I would probably not do it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, same with like squash and zucchini, stuff like that. It's a middle food. It's not gonna hurt you, but it could help not flip
Keep
it.
you from switching, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank
Well,
you,
you guys,
Mel.
way to go. And
Thank you.
if you come up with any cool recipes, share them. I'll put that one on for the tortilla, the cauliflower tortilla. And we'll see you guys Friday. You're doing
Okay.
awesome.
Okay,
Keep
great.
it up. Keep it up. You're
Awesome.
doing awesome.
Okay, Melanie, when
Thank
your
you,
switch
Mel.
flips
Thank you,
again,
Corey.
put it on Facebook. Okay, thank you, ladies. Nice talking with
Okay.
you. Have a great night. Bye.
Okay.
You too.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.